Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is me, YGN, back with another video. Today is episode 2 from the Coldcraft SMP, and if I quickly turn around, you can already see that today we're getting started on my mega base. I already outlined and prepared an area, so let me quickly run you through the plans I have for this base. So right here where the red square is, I want to blow up everything. I want to dig a giant hole using some TNT World Eater stuff, all of this complex redstone, which I do not understand. But we are gonna blow up this whole entire area, and this is gonna act like the basement for the base, which we are going to put on top. And I want to fill this thing to the brim with farms and innovative like redstone minigames, all the good stuff, all the fun stuff. So that is basically the plan. And I want to start this episode off with a bit of a big boom. So we are going to start building the World Eater and see how much of this it can get rid of, how much work needs to be done. For now, let's jump into a bit of a time lapse and let's build the World Eater. And there we go, it is done, and hopefully it is working. So yeah, let's test it out. If I did everything correct, we should just be able to remove this block, and it should fly off and to the return station, and it should fly all the way back here. So let's break this block and hope that it works. Hey, it seems to be working. That looks good. Yeah, amazing. It is destroying all the stuff, which is great. Exactly what we want. Now for the moment of truth. Did I build this correct? What is going on? I did! Let's go! This is amazing. And hopefully this shouldn't take too long. And we should have a big hole. While blowing up this giant hole, there were a lot of underwater caves, and so that is why I took some sponges from Corey. But to drain all of those in the nether, we need a better hoe. I only have a diamond hoe, it is unenchanted. But if we go in here, Corey's shop, you can see we have a lot of books, which we are gonna buy some. What does the price say? 1 diamond per book. Wow, amazing Corey, that is really cheap. So we need an Unbreaking 3 book, Efficiency 5 definitely as well, Fortune or Silk Touch, I think Silk Touch, so we can also break leaves. Then there is Mending, to repair it obviously. And that is it, I believe. And there's an anvil in here, so let's put those two together. There we go, now these two. Then put this onto the hoe. And there goes the anvil. Alright, dang it. We need another anvil. Hopefully there is one in my starter base. Let's have a look. Oh, what is this? Free sample from the Budding Amethyst. I believe the Budding Amethyst is a shop. New shop. And whoa, that is some good stuff in here. Some diamonds and a lot of other goods. Thanks. Whoever's the owner of the Budding Amethyst, which I believe is also Corey. Thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. But there is an anvil in here, so we can combine this. Now we have a fully maxed out hoe, which is amazing. And I think I'll come back to this gift later. For now, let's just leave it in here. While we're here, we might just appreciate how awesome our starter area looks. My base is right there. We have this giant tree, which also acts like another portal, Nurse's giant base. And overall, this area just came along really nice. Especially with all the paths and the bridges in, which we constructed during Harvest Hour. If you don't know what Harvest Hour is, it's basically just where every Saturday the whole server meets up and we finish some projects, like the starter area, with all the bridges and the paths, and I think this just looks fantastic. Every single build, every single starter base looks so amazing, and yeah, so let's get back to digging the giant hole. Look at this giant, wow, amazing big hole. I am lost for words. This took absolutely forever to mine, or I didn't mine it. This machine did for me. It is a TNT quarry perimeter creating thing. I think it was designed by Rayworks. I will link the tutorial down below. But yeah, this machine was so easy to build and it made my life so much easier in clearing everything out. As you can see, this wall right here is already flat. The other 3 walls aren't. That's just because the TNT blasted holes in them, where apparently a lot of mobs spawn. So we are going to flatten out all these walls. I flattened out this wall. It took me about 3 hours to do, so that is another 9 hours to go here. We also have to dig out the floor, and for now I think we're gonna place in some frog lights, because those are really easy to get once you have a farm, and they're just spawn proof. As you might just have seen in here, there is a slime. So this one, which is marked out by the grass blocks and the sand blocks, are 2 slime chunks. There is another slime chunk in here, and that is exactly what I would like to do for the rest of the episode. We are going to construct a slime farm. So as you can see in my inventory, I already killed a lot of slimes, and yeah, so it's really efficient in here because, well, there's a lot of space and not a lot of mobs can spawn in this whole perimeter thing. But this is, as I told you earlier, gonna act like a basement for our base, where we're gonna have a lot of farms so that they are just not visible from above. Also, it thundered while digging this hole, and we got some bone friends, some skeleton horses, which is absolutely amazing. They will live down here for the rest of their lives. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and collect all the materials we need to construct the slime farm. I think we're gonna build 1 for now. That should be enough. So let me quickly design a farm, collect the materials, and then I'll be right back. Alright, the chunk is now dug out, and I also collected up, I think, most of the materials which we're going to need. So now we are going to start, and we are going to do so by taking a few blocks, and we want a 4x4 in the center right here. I think the center should be about here and about here, so this should be about the center. So if we now go out 6 from each direction, we have this nice little 4x4 square in here, which we are going to dig out even further down, where right here we can put in our hoppers with the campfires on top, which will eventually kill the slime. So we should make this 3 blocks deep, where there luckily is a cave underneath, so we do not need to worry about making some room for storage. Oh, and there are some diamonds in here. Didn't expect that. So now we can put in 2 chests in here and another 2 in here, where we then place our hoppers up on top with 2 facing into here, and then 1, 2 and 3. Repeat that on the other side, and then the last 2 facing into here. We can then place all of the campfires on top, which should kill the slime, hopefully. Alright, and something like this should be fine. Now, to prevent the water from flowing into the killing area, we're going to place some fences, just like so. Open all of them up. Looks like I even have not enough fences. But now everything should be good, and we can break the blocks underneath. Now we can work on the spawning platforms, which are just half slabs, so that we use less materials. And they just go along here, 3 blocks wide. And look at that, some slime already spawned. He is somehow attacking me. So we are just gonna go outside and hope that he jumps into the hole by himself, which shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. Yes, he jumps in. He will flow down and hopefully get killed by the campfires, but we'll see. Yeah, so he's taking damage. Smaller slimes are spawning. They get killed. And now we should have some slime balls, where we also need an access area for those slime balls. Where I am thinking of just digging down here. But anyway, that is the area where we're gonna get down. Then we can walk around here, and yeah, there are some slime balls in here, which is amazing. So it looks like the farm is working. To make it even faster though, we are gonna add even more layers. But I don't think we're going to do that today. I'm going to do that in between episodes, because it already took me a while to record the whole episode, you know, with digging the big hole and also making this wall flat. But I think on this note, we are going to end the episode right here. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on episode 3, which will probably come out in the next few weeks. So until then, guys, have a nice day.